Here are a few of the little issues people have with, I think it's called the index slide out of these objects. So this one we're talking about right over here. Uh, People tend to have a trouble figuring out what to do with these arcs and then creating this chamfer at the end. So the arcs, let's deal with that. First thing is I've got the top view of the index or the front view. It could be either one. And I've located here where one of the arcs, we know the two endpoints are here and here because of this dimension right here, 11. It shows us where the two endpoints of this arc with a radius of 95 is located. So if I draw two circles with a radius of 95, one from one endpoint and one from the other, now I have the location of all three arcs. So I can draw a circle from here through that point to create the radius of 95, from here out 70 and then 82. And that locates for us all the arcs that we need. They all have the same center point. We get rid of like construction lines. This should go in the center layer because that 82 arc is actually to locate the two holes that are falling along that line. Now the other area that people tend to have trouble with is over here where you've got a dimension of 11 inches or millimeters rather at a 30-degree angle. So I'm going to do that in two steps. We're going to draw a line over 11 and then the 30-degree angle is being measured this way from this line here over, but I have to draw this line from here because I don't know where the end point is over here. So I'm going to need to get that dimension in the opposite direction. Well, if I've got a line that's at an angle of 30 degrees in this direction, it's also at an angle of 30 degrees from this line as well, if we move this over this way. Alright, so this line that's at an angle of 30 degrees, as long as I start it here and I make it 30 degrees from 270, so that angle then would be 280, I'm sorry, 300, then that's how I can determine where this line is going to stop down here. So I would trim this away and then trim away anything else that runs into this. We can get rid of these two lines, can go on the construction layer. There we go. And then I just mirror this over to the other side. Whoops, got to make sure we mirror correctly there. And then trim that away. And then get rid of your construction layer, and that's what the end of this index slide is going to look like. This brings an extra little projection problem here. If you notice that there's an object line hitting this sloping edge, just pay attention to that when you project the top view or the front view, depending on what you've decided to make this view.